Are you kidding me? I walk away for like 3 weeks, and now all of a sudden Pokemon Unite unleashes a brand new predatory way to milk people out of their money? Even worse than all the other stuff? I'm honestly impressed. How do you guys keep doing this? I thought eventually you would run out of ideas, but no, you guys proved me wrong. Honestly, I thought I would be completely done with talking about Pokemon Unite, because it's beating a dead horse at this point. Yeah, it's a mobile game, it's predatory, we get it. But I'm sorry, I just can't let this one slide. Alright, so what am I talking about this time? Well, Tencent decided to release a brand new minigame called the Prize Machine. Now, on paper, this is an interesting idea, where you play a little minigame and you have a chance of obtaining holoware or cosmetic items or various other things you might have missed during previous battle passes, or just things that may not be currently available at that given time. Again, great idea. But of course, with all great ideas with Tencent, they have to be over-monetized. So how the prize machine works. Basically, you have 6 items here, and you can throw these little Pokeballs at it to obtain random amount of points. The points are used to fill the gauge on the prize's meter. If the meter reaches maximum, you earn that item. Simple as that. While you do get up to 4 free Pokeballs in any given day, the amount of points required and how much you can earn with them is very low and very limited. So more often than not, the majority of these items are very difficult, or extremely difficult, if not impossible to obtain with just the free Pokeballs you get. You use the 2 Pokeballs, you have a 12-hour cooldown, and then you use 2 again. As with all cooldowns, though, there's a way to speed it up with real money. You know, those little Eos gems that you can only get with actual cashola. Yeah, you use those to speed up the process to get as many Pokeballs as you want. The amount of points that you can earn with one specific Pokeball has different rarities, which in itself is just absolutely asinine. I mean, look at these odds right here. Like, over 2/3 of the time, you'll be just getting a single point. And maybe a third of the time after that, you'll be getting 2. Anything higher than 2 is basically non-existent. Maybe once in a great while, you'll get a 3-pointer. But what are these odds for 5 and 10? Like, are you serious? 1 in 1,000 chance to get 10 points. 1 in 1,000, huh? That's what we're doing now? Basically, you might as well not even have it there. If you want a rough estimation as to how many points you can get on average with one Pokeball, it's roughly 1.36. Yeah, I did the math. One of the things that's really predatory is the tutorial in the prize machine. How it shows how you use the 2 Pokeballs to unlock said item. The first one is always going to be a 1, and the second one is always going to be a 10. That is basically a manipulation tactic, trying to give people a false sense of luck. Like, wow, on my second one, I got a 10. That was really cool. I unlocked this. But the 1 is always guaranteed and the 10 is always guaranteed in the tutorial. It is all a setup. It is all a ruse just to make you feel like you could get more of those 10s. I picked up on that shit right away. You can't fool me with that. So basically, if you really want to go for any of these like really rare holowares or anything that costs like 40 points, you're going to be shelling out a lot of money. Again, I did some math, and basically it will take you around 3,200 gems-ish. I know, I've watched some other videos, and that's what the kind of thing that they came out to as well. I got like 3,100 and something, but either way, we'll just round it up to 3,200. In other words, around $50 per item on average. As if the $40 cosmetics wasn't expensive enough. You had to squeeze these dumbasses out of another 10. Oh, and I saved the worst for last. Those prizes that you see, they reset daily. And when the prizes reset, all of your progress resets. So let's say if someone wants to dump in $20, or maybe used in some of the paid subscription gems they've been saving for months, and they're not aware about the print on the bottom left of the screen, because let's be real, it's quite tiny. You could jump all of those gems in and maybe fill the meter like 2/3 of the way there. We'll be generous and say 2/3. And then, alright, I'll come back at it tomorrow, and all of that progress is lost, and you just got scammed out of your money. Yeah, this is basically gambling your money, where you could dump actual money into this prize machine and not even get anything back from it unless you keep paying more and more and more until you get that item. Now, this irks me on a whole new level because this is extremely predatory and basically persuades people to keep spending money or else they will lose everything they just put into. I suffered from this similar feeling when I gambled. Like the actual lottery, scratch tickets. I had a problem. I'm sober now, it doesn't matter. But this feeling is still there. That feeling is called sunk cost fallacy. It's basically a fear that all of your time and money will be wasted unless you keep continuing. That is literally what it is. Do you want all of your hard work or all of your money or all of your time to be all for nothing? Well, then I guess you better keep spending or else it will be. That is literally what sunk cost fallacy is. And I suffered from that when I maybe bought like $100 worth of scratch tickets and got nothing for it. And you don't want to walk away with nothing. So you want to keep going until you get that thing you want. That is a real thing that people suffer from. And this is the reason why I don't touch games like this. Because I don't want to trigger any sort of addiction like that again. Imagine how shitty people will feel when they dump like $30 into something and they don't fill that meter up all the way. And the next day, it's gone like that. You just wasted your time. You just wasted your money. And Tencent is basically laughing in your face saying, thanks for the money, sucker. That really pisses me off. Basically, this is persuading people to keep pushing it farther and farther and farther. Who knows how many points you'll get? Who knows how much money you'll spend? It's actual gambling. It's triggering that dopamine rush of, hey, I want to get, maybe with these 20 gems I'll get a few 5s and, maybe a 10. No, you'll get 1s and 2s the entire time with maybe the occasional 3. This is probably one of the most predatory things I've ever seen. And how Belgium and other countries that ban gambling in games, how they didn't pick up on this right away, they need to do that right now. Should not be allowed in any game. I don't give a crap if it's free to play. You don't need to have a predatory system like this. This makes loot boxes look generous. I can't even believe I'm going to defend loot boxes right now. But at least with a loot box, you're getting something. Even if it's crap, you're getting something out of it. This prize machine, you have a chance of getting literally nothing. So you combined with the dopamine hit of getting that plus 10 right at the beginning, along with everything resetting daily, and this is just a recipe just to take over everyone that doesn't know any better. Now, there's some people, like I know, like a couple friends of mine that says, oh, that's fine, it doesn't really affect me, so it's like, but that's good, I'm proud of you and whatnot, but this whole system isn't aimed towards you. It's aimed toward people like me that have actual addictions and gambling problems. I suppose the whales, too, who literally don't matter, they'll just keep chucking their balls at it until they get a prize. No, I'm leaving that in there. And I swear to God, I better not hear any of you saying that you can get one of those 40-point items for free. I guess, by a technicality standard, yes, you can get it for free. You want to know the odds of getting it, though? 1 in 1 trillion. No, not a million, not a billion, 1 trillion. You have a better chance at winning the actual lottery 3,000 times more likely than you do getting one of these holowares for free. No, you better not try to win the lottery now to get more of those holowares. I will slap you silly. I still can't believe they really outdone themselves. For real. This is some of the most predatory shit I've ever seen. I'm actually impressed and horribly disgusted at the same time. This right here needs to be regulated, reported on, something, because this is just an outright scam just to screw people who don't know any better or literally have illnesses. Like me, I have an addictive personality and I know other people do too, especially when it comes to collecting the holoware that they might have missed and then saying just one more, oh, maybe I'll get it this time, maybe I'll get it this time, oh shit, I'm out of gems, let me buy more and put more money into it. It happens. And this needs to stop. How many more ways of monetization do we need in this game there, Tencent? You You're rivaling RuneScape 3 at this point, and that's saying something. Let's see. We got the characters themselves with early access. We got the premium holoware. We got loot boxes. We got a battle pass. We got a paid subscription. And now we have this prize machine. Literally tied with RuneScape 3. Wow, how the hell did you do that? It's pathetic. When is enough enough? Obviously, I'm not asking anybody to boycott Pokemon Unite. But the one thing I will ask from any of you is do not let these bastards take advantage of you. Do you really need that holoware that bad? Do you? What worth does it have outside of this game? It's no better than an NFT if you think about it. At least purchasing characters early, which I still don't agree with, at least gives you something tangible that you can use with the game. But cosmetics are just that. Yeah, I guess they're fine once in a while, but are you really going to sacrifice your own wealth, your own time, and your own well-being just for silly little outfits for Pokemon? Just let them roam around naked, for Christ's sake. You know, I probably shouldn't have said that either. Wow, I'm 0 for 2 today, aren't I? Honestly, the just cosmetic argument isn't even going to work anymore. Seeing all this crap here, I'm sorry, it just doesn't fly with me anymore. It's not pay to win. I get that. Hell, not even the boost emblems are really pay to win anymore because they're kind of easy to obtain. I'll even admit that, and I was wrong with that. But with this, I don't give a shit if it's cosmetic. There's people that are literally addicted to having their Pokemon be dressed up in fancy outfits. And remember, there were people that were sacrificing meals to earn these cosmetics. It is an actual addiction to this. And it is not healthy. And all Tencent is doing is taking advantage of the unfortunate who literally cannot help themselves. This is the reason why I will never touch games like this. Because I know I can't go near anything that has randomly generated stuff and things I could possibly get addicted to. I can't do it. So I have to walk away. But for those who possibly can't walk away, I feel bad. I honestly wish I could just give them the help they need. And unfortunately, games like this are not doing them any favors. And for those who are not addicted to this sort of thing and do have the ability to control themselves and still enjoy the game without being persuaded to buy everything, good on you. I'm proud of you. You're a much better man than I am.